Divide. G of x is x cubed minus 6x squared plus 5x plus 12 by x minus 3 using synthetic division. All right, so let's set this up. You have like a little half box thing. You have a line. And then next to the half box thing, you put the coefficients of the dividend. Make sure you're in decreasing degree. I think there's one homework problem where they mix it up on you, so be careful. What are the coefficients of the dividend? Yeah. Good. Yes, please hold in that enthusiasm while you're answering questions in class at all times. In the little half box, you put the root of the divisor. What is the root of x minus 3? 3. And we can. All right, that is the setup. As far as the process is concerned, drop the first number below the line. Anything below the line, you multiply by the number in the box, which would be 3. Put that number above the line in the next column. And then add. What would you get? Add, not subtract. Negative 3. Wash, rinse, repeat. We're below the line. Multiply by the number in the box. We would get negative 9. Add. We're below the line. Multiply. Add 0, as to be expected. The numbers below the line are the coefficients of the dividend. We started with an x cubed. We divided by an x the first. So what degree does that bring us down to? X squared. So this means 1x squared. And go down degrees, minus 3x, minus 4. And what's this last number? The remainder, which we want to be 0. So we just showed that x cubed minus 6x squared plus 5x plus 12 factors as x minus 3, and here's our something, x squared minus 3x minus 4. However, this one's even nicer because if we were asked to factor completely, we could, because this factors nicely. How does this something factor? There you go. So, looking at this, what are the other roots of g of x? 4 and negative 1. So we were able to find all 3 roots. So the point is, you're going to be given a function pretty soon. They're not going to give you any information. We had the benefit of already magically picking this 3, because I told you. You won't know that information. I'll give you a function and say factor, and then you want to get down to they're all linear factors. There's a process of doing it, which we're going to learn. But in that process, if your remainder is not 0, that means you picked the wrong number. And we don't want that. All right, let's try another one. Divide. H of x is x to the 4th plus 2x cubed minus 10x squared minus 9x minus 4 by x plus 4. What goes in the half box? What goes next to the half box? What do you do with the first number?
Bring it down.
All right, go from there. Is x plus 4 a factor? Minus 2x squared. There you go. So that means our function h of x is of the format x plus 4 times our something all right, factor that cubic. I'll wait. Let me know if anyone's got it yet. Can't believe you guys are actually working on it because we don't know how to factor it. Wah, wah. That's in the next section. We learn how to break this down completely. So grouping won't work. No, you can do it as much as you want. It will not work. It's possible with the next section, but we're not there yet. All right, we're going to do a bonus one. I don't think it's even in the PowerPoint. Divide x to the fourth minus 16 by 2i. Ooh, it's pumpkin flavored. What goes in the box? 2i. Oh, you know what? That's not actually proper notation, now that I think about it. It should be x minus 2i. X minus 2i. Now we're better. So 2i still goes in the box, because it's the complex root. What goes next to the box? There is no x cubed term, so it's a 0 coefficient. There is no x squared term, so it's a 0 coefficient. There's no x term, so it's a 0 coefficient. Now, to do this, I would strongly suggest a calculator. Unless you like to do foiling with imaginary numbers by hand 4 times. Or use a calculator. You will notice above your, oh, that is way too small for this screen. Above your decimal point, I think it is, you have an imaginary number, I. See it? You have to hit second first to do it. Let me quit out of this one. So let me just get this one started real quick. So we would drop the 1. And then we multiply by 2i, and we would get 2i. That one's not too bad. And then when we add, we would get 2i. So then this is not too bad here, but it's going to get worse pretty soon. If you wanted to do 2i times 2i in the calculator, you could just do that, and you get your -4. So you would type it in just like it is. So -4 would go on the top of the next column. And you just go on from there. If it was a binomial, like it had a real and imaginary part, you would need to use parentheses around each term. So if you would, finish this one up. So we would get -4 here. If you multiply, what do you get? -8i. Add, you get -8i. And then multiply, you would get 16. And your remainder would be 0, which is great. So is x minus 2i a factor of x to the fourth minus 16? Yep.